There he is. Stop the clock.
Stop the clock. I'm in here.
Yo, that's what I mean. My man Box is in the building.
Hey.
That's what it is. Hey, Box, man, tell the listeners where they can find you on social media, man.
You guys can find your boy BOX. They also call me BO. You'll probably hear me say that sometime. But you can find me on where am I at? I'm on Instagram. IG. Yeah, IG. Box3 Extreme. BOX, the number 3 Extreme, all one word. And on YouTube, you can find me at Truck It with Box. TRUCK WITBOX. And then I'll pop up somewhere up there.
Yeah, man, my man Truck It with Box. So I brought you in here to talk a little about creativity, man, because Box got a channel. Anybody, if you guys watch YouTube, definitely go check it out. The channel Truck It with Box, and you'll see what I mean. He has a way of taking his videos, have a little of everything, a little bit of education in there, some information, a whole lot of comedy. Even there's some videos he drops some jewels and some serious things too. So one thing I like about Box, he's extremely creative, and so I brought him in here. Basically, what I want to do is, man, I want you to all right, new people coming on to YouTube, man, like, or what would you say to these YouTubers out here, as far as like, especially you new YouTubers? Let's start with them. People that have never done a video, they're scared to do a video, or they just did one video, they're discouraged, they don't know what to do next. What would you say to them?
I would say to new YouTubers, man, people just coming into this game, to this realm, what you do is like set the camera up and try just talking to the camera. I don't care if you look at the camera, you look away from the camera. Get yourself familiar with something being in front of you and recording. It's funny because I used to be the same way. I would literally record and all of a sudden I'd get stage fright. And I'm like, dude, like, why would I do that? All I'm doing is pushing a button. But what I started doing was really just like talking to the camera. I talk to the camera and then I turn it off and play it back and I say some fun. You know what I mean? But try your best. Look at the camera and get comfortable with the camera. Just do it 2, 3, 4 times. You'll start catching on and you'll really start being comfortable in front of the camera.
Right. I always tell people, just hit the record button, man. That's where it starts. Just hit the record button. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah.
You got these people that are like, yo, I haven't done a video yet. I was thinking about doing this. I was thinking about. Stop thinking and just hit the record button, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember my first time talking to the cameras on YouTube, I was like, this shit is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is weird. How am I just having a conversation with the camera? But I got, after just doing it over and over and over again, it became a little bit easier. But hey, man, so with that said, you know, there was a video that Box did. He's talking about, you know, about thumbnails, and more the deeper message in that is, from my understanding and talking with Box, is you know, when you're gonna create something, create the whole package. Tell them what that's about.
Yeah, man. I always tell people, man, you gotta give someone the whole package, because you don't want to be tacky. Like we were talking about before, is, you know, you don't want to put your shoes on and not tie your shoelaces, right? Like, or you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, put on your pants but forget your drawers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's the realest though, you know.
Zipper all down, crazy, looking sloppy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Goose
and you know what I'm saying, that tells people about you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But cats got you just gotta put together the whole package, and when you put that thumbnail there and you make it creative, like if you're being creative inside your video, then there's the next step. The next step is to get people to your channel. And how you do that is to create a great thumbnail, and just not like they had this one dude. I used to be cracking up. His eyes used to be closed. I used to be
like he was
doing?
Like the camera caught him at the wrong time picture.
Okay, wrong time, wrong place picture.
Yeah, that's crazy. You could have took a second shot, man. Right.
Yes, man.
Yeah. So also Box was a script writer for our DOT miniseries. Box does a lot of scripts in his videos, which I think they're hilarious. I enjoy them. Some people have their ideas of comedy. I enjoy it. I enjoy him. He always makes me laugh. So where the hell did that come from, man? Like, was that something?
It just.
Yeah, go ahead. Cut me off.
It came from what it came from is that, like, to be honest, man, like, I had this one partner who was really, really, really funny, right? And I mean, our whole group is funny, but I was more of like the actor type, you know what I'm saying? And I would want to act and stuff, and they thought it was weird, you know what I'm saying? And this came from my mom. My mom would literally make us write something out. She'd be like, Box, write this out right quick. You know, like, she'll give me a topic and I'd write it out, and she'd look at it and she'd be like, dang, I can actually see this. And she'd be like, let's act it out. And I used to think that was the weirdest thing ever. Like, Mom, I'm not trying to do that. And she's like, nah, let's do it. Yeah. And literally, I was acting it out, and my mom was like, hey, like this is real. Like, I actually can feel this. And I was like, for real? And she was like, yeah. So I did a couple of plays or whatever at school. And, like, my teachers would be like, you ever thought about acting? And I was like, nah, not that much, you know. But to be all honest, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know who I get it from. But I'm kind of talented in a lot of things. You know how they say you're
Jack of all trades, master
what is it?
None?
Master of none. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that like, someone told me that. It was like, Box, bro, you're like a jack of all trades. I was like, yeah, but I'm a master of none. And they was like, but do you understand what that is? And I was like, I really don't. I'm just grateful that I can do certain things. Like, my boys we be playing basketball or whatever, all on our teams or whatever, and I'm just hitting, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting up 30, putting up 28, I put up 40 a couple times. And then afterwards, we go skating. All my partners is like falling over on the skating ring or whatever. I'm over here glide past them and back skating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And my partners were getting mad, like, man, Box be doing everything. I was like, I just been around this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
So what's next? Like, do you have anything? Are you trying to do anything with the writing? Are you trying to do anything with the script writing? What's going on?
With writing, you know, if I got a movie that I wrote, and I just don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I have a couple of friends that dibble and dabble into that stuff, but I don't want to just say, hey, here's my script, like, write this. I mean, you know, put this on or whatever. I just literally, I've always been a writer since I was a little kid, because my mom, she always used to say, you know what I'm saying, like, express your feelings. And I can write better than I can talk. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you how I feel way better on paper and you'll feel that, and you'll be like, yo, Box is really mad, or Box is like really happy, or I really understand him. So I've always been that way, and you know, doing the DOT was like great. You know what I'm saying? Because it helps me put out the idea and then get feedback and learn how to switch the idea to how everybody is like collective in it. You know what I'm saying? And not just my idea. So that's a good exercise for me. You know what I mean? To learn how to adjust. You know?
Yeah. So yo, what inspires you, man? What inspires Box? How are you inspired? Like, everybody has certain things, or specific things, or multiple things, or just one thing or person that inspires them. What inspires you what inspires your creativity specifically? Not just you, but what inspires your creativity?
What inspires that is to be all honest is creation. Like I have this deal where like when I'm driving and I'm like, man, like to be able to do this, like someone gave us this ability. You know what I'm saying? And I look at people and I'm like, man, people are freaking talented. You know what I mean? And some people look at me and be like, Box, you're talented. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm cool, but like you are very talented. So I look at other people, and like people can inspire you to be better. And you know it's cliche because people say, well, you know, you need to be better, you need to do better, but that's real. Certain people like inspire me to go and be better than I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, like man, Bernie Mac used to have me hollering. You know what I mean? That dude,
Mac. Right.
man, rest in peace, Bernie, man. Like just a great comic. One of my boys' name is Derek Artist, man. We grew up together. We were like, what? We knew each other at what, 4 years old. That dude is the funniest man on this planet. And I always tell him, I'm like, Derek, you have to do stand up, and he just won't do it. But that dude is the funniest dude I've ever met in my life, man. Like I could just call him, and you ever met a dude that just, or a person that just talks, says jokes or whatever, and don't laugh at his jokes, but he got the whole room screaming, but he ain't laughing at his jokes.
Yeah, that's what makes
Derek
it
right
even
there.
more funny too.
Yeah,
That makes it even more funny, right? It's crazy.
man, dude.
You know, I'm glad you but I'm actually glad you said that, like, because you didn't start on people, but you circled around and circled back to people. Because anytime someone says, "Yo, who are your inspirations?" I tell them all the time, and it's not like this famous person, this person who's viral, whatever. It's not people like celebrities. It's normal human beings, everyday human beings that inspire me, that I come across every day. It could be the homeless person on the corner. It could be the person I meet in the store, the clerk behind the desk. You know what I mean? It could be my brother. You know what I mean? It could be you, Box. It could be, you know what I'm saying? It's just normal people that I see every day that really inspire me the most out of anything.
Man, to be all honest, man, like, you know, watching your videos inspired me to make sure that my tarp game is right. You know what I'm saying? And cause you said something one day on there. You was like, look, take pride. And I was like, I was looking at the TV because I was watching your TV. I was like, yeah, I'm taking pride in these tarps. And that's real. Like, I literally make sure that everything is straight. You know what I'm saying? And that nothing is messed up. I can't really do it on Lowe's because Lowe's, they just put the tarps up there or whatever. And I ain't got time to be adjusting them.
I hate those.
But you know, like, what, man, can't stand that, dog. But then when it's me putting up the loads myself, putting the tarps up myself, I make sure that bad boy is right. And I got that from you. So you could draw inspiration, you know what I'm saying, from anything. I start off with creation, and then, you know, it filters down.
Okay. That's what's up, man. How is your household? Do you have that same, like, is your entire household, like, you know, well, what is your household? Are you married, children? Yo?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. I said, what does your household look like? As far as who's in your household? Are you married, children?
Yeah, I'm married. Okay, for the listeners, I'm married. My beautiful wife, Jasmine, with her son, Cool. And then I have two kids, Josiah and Kamaya. Those are my hearts, those are my babies. But for my immediate family, it's me, Jasmine, and Cool. And man, we be having good times at the house. I'm actually about to go to the house in a minute. And my wife, like, I love her, man, because she's like, she texts me, she like, I got something planned for us this whole weekend. And she just texts me, just, you know, just sweet little nothings or whatever. Like, just a great, great, great individual. And, you know, like, she holds the house down, she holds me down. And you know, I couldn't want for nothing better than
That's what's
what
up.
Jasmine brings.
Does she participate in your antics?
Oh man, she's like, hey, low key. She's like, man, she's super funny, low key. You know what I'm saying? She tries to throw a little jazz, but man, she a ride or die. Like today, we're doing 11 basketball, and I said, babe, go get some shorts, and she's like, which ones? I was like, go get these kind, and she's like, all right. And she's like, when we doing it? I'm like, let's do it later on tonight or tomorrow morning. And she's like, I'm down with it. Like, she ride with me, and she'll, if I tell her, hey babe, what do you think about this? She'll say, let's rock, let's jump into it, and we'll do it.
Yeah.
And I never have to pull teeth with her.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. You can actually catch Box and his wife in skits together on his channel. I mean, to me, they're just hilarious, man. They're just hilarious. It's just funny, man. Yeah, man, that's what's up, Box. Before we break out, anything you want to say to the people?
What I do want to say to the people, actually, I got to do this video too, is, man, shout out to you, big time. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, like, you always pushing the envelope. You know what I'm saying? And you're always trying to help. And that's the biggest thing, man. Like, I always tell people, that's rare, you know what I'm saying, nowadays, because everybody is looking out for themselves, and I hate that. You know, like how I look at our situation, man, is I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, you're Eminem and I'm 50 Cent. As you go, what is that about? But I hate that, I swear, because Eminem saw something. Eminem was a big star, right? But he saw something in 50 Cent.
Right.
And 50 Cent forever had his allegiance to Eminem.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, dog, because one day I was sitting there getting the load, and you popped up. It was like Choicemas. What did it say? Say you recommended your video. I was like, what? I was like, what's that all about? So I looked, and you had said something on there about, you know, go watch this dude or whatever, like Funny Cat. And I was looking. I said, see, that's what's up, man. Nobody was doing that. Nobody did it. You the only person, man. That's why I said. And then you told me to jump on the stoop. You like, hey man, you should jump on the stoop. And I did. And like forever, I'm like, yo. When I tell people, I'm like, yo, go here, go watch to learn how to secure. Like today, I was talking to one of my subscribers, and he was like, hey man, like, what you think I should be doing? I said, go to Choice's videos, go watch his videos on how to tarp, how to secure. So when you go to orientation, like, you'll know things. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, who? I'm like, go to Choice. Don't go to nobody else. And you know, that's what he does. So he's been watching your videos and just your positivity, man. So I was like, just don't watch him for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does live feeds or whatever, and you can learn stuff from him. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, that's what's up, because like, he thinks that my channel's cool, but I'm like, yeah, but you should go and visit this channel, visit this channel, visit this channel. Right. So, you know, just spreading the love, because you did the same thing for me.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, man.
Hey, 100%, all day long.
Man. Well, there you have it. Yo, I'm sure we'll chop it up about some other things in the future. My man Box, like you said, you can catch him on IG at Box3Extreme. You can catch him on YouTube at Truck It with Box, and with is WIT, no H.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Go check him out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and that's about it, man. Y'all know what it is. Stop.
Go ahead. Before we go out, hey, Stoop Gang, what up?
Stoop.
Gotta talk to my Stoop Gang fam.
Yo, that's what's up. Yo, so y'all know what I always say, man. Stop the clock from the truck. Y'all be cool, stay fresh. Peace.
Peace.